What's going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Miss, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I intend on doing the exact same. What's going on? All right, now before we get into today's miss, let's talk about what we got coming up on the platform. Now, as you guys already know, today is Friday, which means it's the third episode of One on One featuring Calvin Michaels. Tune in as me and Calvin talk about the past, the present, and the future, and music and everything else under the sun. Tune in tonight for a one-on-one conversation at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you guys tune in. Then tomorrow on Saturday night, make sure you guys tune in for Love and Marriage Transville live review. Now, it will be a little bit late. It may be like a maybe about 30 minutes later than what it normally is. And that's because I got invited to something at the last minute. But I would definitely be giving it to you on Saturday night. So make sure you guys be on the lookout for that. And then on Sunday, we will be doing the Basketball Wives panel again. And we will be over on Giving You the Realties platform. So make sure you guys tune in. The time and all that stuff will be revealed at a later date. So with that being said, you guys, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcements. So let's go ahead and get into the mess. Now we're gonna start with this very first story, and that is with media personality Jerome Trammel and Young Jock. Okay. Now let's get into it. So it all started when Young Jock did that interview with DJ Vlad, right? And DJ Vlad said and Young Jock said what he said about performing for LGBT events and how he wouldn't do it. So we're going to get into that first and then we're going to move on with the story. So let's get into that first. Let's get into it, y'all.
Why can't me today? Lord knows. I ain't nobody ever gave me $250,000 for a show ever in my career. I think the highest I ever got is 110, and I was in Africa. But that was a lot of money to me. I mean, 110,000 wasn't a lot of money to me, but it was a lot of money to pick up in one day
For one day,
to
one
do what
show.
I'm normally. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So don't get me wrong. Somebody called me today and was like, "Hey, yo, man, you $250,000. I know what I got to do. Nah, I may not do it either. And it's not that I have nothing against the LGBTQ people, but I just may not understand. I may not be in the know enough to feel comfortable enough to do this. I just don't know because I don't want to start doing that. Maybe I don't want to be comfortable with this lifestyle. Is that okay? Is that okay to say? I mean, if somebody came to me today, Lord knows, I ain't nobody ever gave me $250,000 for a show ever in my career. I think the highest I ever got is 110, and I was in Africa. But that was a lot of money to me. I mean, 110,000.
All right, so that was the piece about Young Jock and what he had to say. Now, this is the original. So this is how the stuff with Jerome Trammell even started. So let's get into that. Now, Jerome Trammel's story, and this is from the Jasmine brand. He said, "Dear Young Jock, my LGBTQ plus community would have preferred to pluck their eyeballs out before having lustful eyes for you. Women barely want you. We can't do anything with you." Okay. So that's what Jerome Trammell said at the beginning of his IG story. So then, after that IG story was actually made, that's when Young Jock responded to the IG story and stated, "Hey man, I am who I am, just as you are who you are. I'm not bashing you or your community. God bless." Okay. So then after that, that's when Jerome said, "This isn't your first time speaking on the community. It was the pronouns post you made a while back." Jock responds with, "I'm not bashing. Sorry about that." So then that's when Jerome said, "Intent versus impact is totally different. Let's address it." Then, Jock responded with, "I get it. If you can be openly homosexual, then I can be openly heterosexual, right?" And then that's when Young Jock said, I'm going live on my show in the AM. Now, I don't know what Jock said in that recording, but then Jerome responded with, well, that's something you'll have to take up with the therapist and unpack regarding your sexuality. Heal and be well. So that's when Jock was saying, with all due respect, ain't nothing to unpack. I'm good with who I am, fam. And then that's when Jock said, healing from what? Because I don't have the same ideology as you. This is where the divide comes from. Now, one time that I tell you to seek a therapist or heal from your lifestyle or beliefs, heterosexual conception of human life is how I got here. Jerome says, you have to unpack what makes you uncomfortable. Let me also add with being respectful. My community is not really checking for a young jock, especially when we book straight rappers like Ludacris and Wale to perform at LGBTQ events at ATL. As an accomplished rapper and as a man that is secure in his sexuality, your intentions may not have been to disrespect, but that was the impact. Continue blessings, okay? And then that's what Young Jock said. That's great for them. Y'all don't have to check for me, brother. Again, is where the divide comes from. Now you're insulting my viability as an entertainer. Now, one time have I come for you, so use that same quote for yourself. Your intentions were to slight me with that statement. That was disrespectful and intentional and could impact. I'm out. So that's when Jerome responded with, you insulted your own viability by coming for an entire demographic, one that's helped establish one of your platforms on Love and Hip Hop. And beloved, I haven't come for you at all. I'm just speaking the facts. My goal isn't to tear you down. We love stand up men. Hopefully, your kids can see an example of one day. Now, get to that radio show. So, what was that? Now you're insulting my nature as a dad and a father, as a man and a father. LOL. And then Jerome says, didn't mean to offend nobody, but that's my truth. If my truth offends you, sorry, you're offended, young jock. So then that's when Jerome says, play where it's safe. Young Jock felt compelled to respond to me, and I don't know why, because I'm not giving grace. If you think I took it too far, then I should have took it too far, should have went further. PSA, when I say a person is battling their sexuality, that does not always mean they're battling with their sexual orientation. Catch, it's more nuanced than that. Straight men have limitations placed on them by society about things that you can and can't do as a straight man. Sometimes those things can be conflicting because of how it's perceived by others. That's what I mean by battling with your sexuality. Just like some men who feel like they can't be friends with gay men or can't twerk or wear pink or like girl songs and etc. because of what others might think. You have to be secure in your sexuality and not conflicting. Unpack that. So we look in the comments, and there's some people say, I can see why some of the LGBT community felt the way about what Jock said, but Jerome was wrong in how he came at him. I don't care. Someone said, get him, Jerome. Someone said, Jock was very respectful even after he continued to be antagonized. Jock actually handled that situation very well. Then someone said, as a member of the LGBTQ plus community, that dude was wrong. I'm sorry he was. Jock has a right to feel how he feels. No way did I find it disrespectful or offensive. It's his opinion. We always talking about acceptable and respect, but let's be real, that dude didn't display that. If he was wrong in my opinion in the way Jock handled it was better than most would have and way better than me. I say it all the time. I love my community, but we need to chill and not get so uptight about people who don't like or agree with your lifestyle. Hell, back in my day, we just did us and didn't force it on people like it is today. And to be honest, I preferred it that way. But that's just my little 2 cents, okay? Someone said nothing wrong with a straight man acting straight. My God. Um, Someone said, I'm sick of the LGBTQIA community always trying to touch on someone's comments. He was asked a question. He answered it as he saw fit for him and his lifestyle. He don't need to hear from anything. And at the end of the day, let's be respectful to all and understand that we all have different opinions and views, comfort levels and beliefs. Okay. Jock ain't say anything disrespectful. And then someone else said, anytime someone don't agree or feel uncomfortable with the rainbow community, here come the social media therapists telling them they need to unpack their life. If they don't agree or are uncomfortable, then that's just how they feel. And so then Jerome also came in the comments of the Jasmine brand and said, in parentheses, Jerome couldn't handle it better. Well, I ain't. And I'll say it again for the previous comments. Jock has made and for going on Vlad on Vlad, a platform that is intentional about spreading homophobic rhetoric. He's more worried about us lusting after him when most of the community would never pick him. You ain't Idris Elba. Again, he has to unpack what in his sexuality makes him uncomfortable. Okay, and that's pretty much the story with Jerome Trammel and Young Jock. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Um, I've met Jerome before. He's a pretty nice guy. We met at the Boss Baby Awards. I've been following Jerome for many, many years, and most things that he do and say, I agree with. But and I do agree with his stance on Young Jock. And they did have a dialogue back and forth, and I do commend Young Jock for staying respectful because I ain't gonna lie, Jerome was kind of taking it there when he went to the kid thing, and you know how Jock not being no damn what is it, no damn role model for the kid. Like he did take it there. Now he took it there, honey. I will say that. Now he definitely did, and I don't know many people that would have accepted this. You know what I'm saying? So I do get what Young Jock, I do commend Young Jock for staying respectful, but I also understand where Jerome is coming from. I never understand why straight men don't feel comfortable around us as if we're going to do something to them. But at the same time, like you're just performing. It's not like you're performing, you're getting a check, you know what I'm saying? And we got to understand, we got to get out of that closed-minded mindset. Gay men exist. There's a gay audience who buy your music. You should be able to cater to all of your fans. Honestly, you should be able to cater to all your fans. You only getting on stage to perform is going down, Young Jock. I mean, you ain't really got nothing else to perform like that. So I don't see the point of you saying I never do that or whatever. Like, it's your prerogative though. Like, if he don't want to perform for the gays, he ain't got to perform for the gays. I mean, everybody ain't like Tank. But you also have to realize that when Jerome says you need to be more comfortable in your sexuality, that does not mean that means that Jock is suspect or gay. It means you're not comfortable with yourself to be open. And that means you don't feel comfortable driving through the hood listening to a Tamia song because you scared that a nigga gonna call you gay. Or you scared to wear pink because you scared of what a nigga gonna say. It's that fragile masculinity that Jerome is talking about. And those are the men that I don't like. Like, I don't like men like that. I don't fuck with men like that. Like, if you so worried about what a nigga got to say about you, then you don't need to be around me, honey. Okay? Because I'm gay as all outside. Or not to mention, like, it could be a situation where you scared to even hang around gays because you scared that a nigga gonna call you gay. It's all of those types of things. You feel what I mean? It's those types of things, period. So I get where Jerome is coming from. I don't think that it's fair for folks to say the LGBT community always trying to tussle. Well, a lot of the times people do always speak on us as a community, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And let's not forget, even though Jerome did tag Jock in his post, Jock decided to respond. And that's why they had the dialogue that they had. Shit, most folks wouldn't even respond. Most celebrities or reality stars wouldn't respond. Do you know how many people I tagged in my IG story? Ain't never got no response from their ass. So he could have just not responded. That's what I would have done. But I mean, I'm not none of Jock. So what can I say? But um I definitely understood where Jerome was coming from. I think his approach was a little bit aggressive, maybe, and a little bit harsh, but I understood where he was going with that. There was a dialogue that could have been had. People just want to have some understanding as to why you feel so damn uncomfortable around a community that wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. I'm just saying. I mean, people just want to know because if Ludacris can perform at gay events, if Wale can perform, if Tank can perform and entertain, why not you? When you just got one song and you've been walking around here with a damn Lil Richard perm all this time, and you sitting up here talking about the gays and looking at you with lustful eyes. You only gonna be up there for 5 minutes. You performing is going down. What else you gonna perform? Your guest verse on Danity Kane's Showstopper that we don't remember. I don't know, but I can get why people feel like Jerome's approach was wrong. but I don't think his approach was wrong. I just think it was a tad bit aggressive, a tad bit abrasive. But I understood what he was saying, and I understood those that said that Jock was being antagonized in that conversation because he slick was. But I understood. Sometimes these dialogues need to happen. So that's all I really got on this. So we're gonna move on to the next thing, and that is Mr. DJ Envy, honey. DJ Envy of the Breakfast Club. Now, they this is what happened. Now they say that I got this from Love B. Scott, that DJ Envy's longtime business partner was arrested in a connection to a Ponzi-like investment fraud scheme, honey. Okay, so we're about to go ahead and get into this situation, child. All right, and not only that, they was also saying that the Breakfast Club got raided, but we're gonna get into the story. So here we go. So Caesar Pina, a celebrity house flipper who works very closely with New York City radio host DJ Envy, was arrested on Wednesday on federal charges that he perpetuated a multi-million dollar Ponzi-like investment fraud scheme. The charges come after months of social media accusations and civil litigation against Pina, who victims say stole their money and promises of big profits. DJ Envy has been caught up in the scheme because critics say he helped promote Pina, including the appearances on his nationally syndicated hip hop show, The Breakfast Club, accusations that he denies. In announcing the charges, federal authorities say that Pina had exploited celebrity status and social media to develop a devoted following of his potential victims, promising returns that were too good to be true. Pina allegedly defrauded dozens of people of millions of dollars. New Jersey U.S. Attorney Philip Sellinger said in a statement, "Our office is committed to protecting the public from these schemes and prosecuting those who lie to investors for their own personal gain." Now, DJ Envy is not named in the charge and is not accused of any criminal wrongdoing, but federal prosecutors specifically noted that Pina partnered with celebrity disc jockey and radio personality listed in charges as individual one to boost up his reputation as a real estate guru. Together, they use individual celebrity to promote various real estate enterprises that Pina controlled. Prosecutors wrote in the criminal complaint, Pina represented that he was a highly successful real estate investor who owned thousands of properties in multiple states and had business relationships with numerous celebrities. Now, attorneys for both Pina and Envy, they did not return requests for comment. The accusations against Pina first cropped up in May when an Instagram account accused him of defrauding numerous investors and accused Envy of playing a key role. That led to a flood of civil lawsuits from dozens of victims who say that Pina owed them thousands or millions of dollars. One victim's attorney estimated that more than 30 investors have come forward seeking $40 million from Pina and his wife, Jennifer. Many of those lawsuits, including one filed by music industry veteran Anthony Martini, named DJ Envy as co-defendant. Where was we at? As co-defendant, um, citing though their close ties, including Pina's frequent appearances on the Breakfast Club and a series of real estate seminars that the two men co-hosted. One case says that Envy aided and abetted the frauders by using his public likeness and as a well-known disc jockey to promote their real estate scheme. Envy says those types of allegations are not only false, but he says that he's also a victim of Pina's alleged scheme, but also defamatory. He's suing the social media influencer who first publicized the allegations, claiming that he spewed lies to promote his own real estate business, and he's demanding to be dismissed from the investor lawsuits. In an interview with Billboard last week, Envy's lawyer Massimo F. D'Angelo said that his client had nothing to do with specific deals, including involving Pina's alleged scheme, and was targeted by lawyers and critics who were sensationalizing the case by involving celebrity. Envy had no involvement whatsoever. The only reason he's being dragged into this is because he is a public figure. And that was a story, and that's why the iHeart offices were raided, mainly because of the situation with DJ Envy and his business partner. It's not looking too good for DJ Envy. And it's so crazy because DJ Envy was just in the blogs for the like a couple of weeks ago going in on Tyrese, and now he got his own little situation with the fraud scheme. It's just like I don't be understanding how y'all people that got money find yourselves in these type of situations. Like, what the what do y'all be doing? How do y'all get there? How do y'all get there? How do y'all get there? You know what I mean? Like, why do y'all always find yourselves in these scams, and why do y'all even get involved in these scams? That'd be the thing that I don't be understanding. And then it's just like the situation with British Williams that I talked about in the previous Yes for the Mess. It's like, do y'all not realize that y'all gonna get caught? Like, or do y'all even give a about getting caught? Like, that's my question. Do y'all realize that? Do y'all really think y'all gonna get away with that? Like, there's no way that y'all are gonna get away with it. Like, y'all can't play with, the federal government and then believe that, you know, y'all can't sit up there and do that and then think that no one's going to say anything to you, or no one is going to call you out, or you're not going to get arrested or get looked into. You know what I mean? And DJ Envy, you work closely with this man, and you're saying that you're not involved with what's going on, but I'm pretty certain that you probably knew what was going on, and that's why you're a person of interest, because you work closely with him. So there is a big possibility that you were aware of these schemes and you didn't say a motherfucking thing about it. And with you, doing that and working with him, and him being exposed the way that he has, it's a possibility that people will be looking at you and they'll be like, he knew about it, he worked closely with him, so he probably knew what was going on the whole time, or he might be in on it. And now you saying that you are also a victim of the schemes that your business partner did. And it also don't look too good for you either, Envy, because you had him on all these episodes of the Breakfast Club and stuff like that. So it's gonna look like you were promoting the scheme and then putting him in a position to keep on doing what he was doing. So yeah, it don't look too good for you at all. Y'all, I'm sorry if I sound all stuffy today, but listen, my nose is stuffy. I'm still coughing up that shit and it's annoying, but that's about it, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and get ready for work. So with that being said, y'all, I'm your boy Scotty by Nature TV. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to the Scotty gang. Shout out to people that probably are just now finding my platform, and shout out to the hate watchers that I know are watching. With that being said, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share my video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, I am out of here until my next video. Until y'all probably won't see me until the Calvin Michaels video. So I'll see y'all for the Calvin Michaels video, and I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.